We do be live. Hello and welcome all. Come on in, let me know you're there, let me know the sound's okay. How are we all doing? Thank you to Zach Tully or Tull, sorry for butchering your name, for subscribing. Hello, I am Ross Tweddell from Hold and Give and other things, and welcome to this live stream for the Europa Conference League Final. How we doing? Good evening, Homer J, Emmett, all the regulars are coming in. How we all doing? Give it a like already. I'm going to say it off the bat. Team news is in, but I'll wait for more people to come on in before we start chatting about nice swore there, stuff like that. Good evening, Alfie, J McKenna. How we all doing? Good evening, good evening. Make sure this has got shared everywhere. Watching the BT Sport stuff. That James Horncastle, when the camera is punched out, looks a hell of a lot like Hornswoggle, you know. Hello, Scott. Forza Fiorentina in the chat, or Fiorentina, do beg me pardon. I want a West Ham win tonight, me. I'm not one of those petty football fans. When I see an English team doing well, I want the English team to do well. So I want the English team to win. Up the Hammers! Up the Hammers! Right, I'm a lot more prepared today. How are we all doing? I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to put that over there so it's out the way and doesn't vibrate on the desk. Jack and Owen nearly signed Big John on their Football Manager stream. But it all went a bit pear-shaped. Well, as it always does for everything that John does. Most things that John does go pear-shaped. That was good English. Most things he do go pear-shaped. They're coming back, by the way, those streams. I've got my PlayStation all set up in here with a tiny television on top of it. I wish I could show you, but I'd have to move everything there. I can't do that. I'm on a Mac here, you know. It's all in one bollocks. I can't remove the camera. So yeah, I'm going to get those going again once a capture card arrives. So I've been told you need a capture card to stream things on the internet. So we're waiting for a capture card to arrive. Everything else is set up. Internet connection seems to be fine if these streams are anything to go by. I know that streaming games probably takes a bit more bandwidth and other... His voice went very deep in bandwidth and other things like that. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll try and get them done on a Sunday. I was going to try and do them like the old time, like Wednesday afternoon before Jack and Owen goes live. But the horsepower this Mac is put under when exporting that 90-minute podcast, which you can listen to right now. Well, you can watch it right now on the YouTube channel if you want to just, you know, fill up your time before the match with something a bit more useful than me just sitting here chatting to you. Yeah, once that's exporting, I thought I'd play the game, but it's nah, the computer needs all that horsepower to get all that stuff exported and uploaded and all those technical terms. I'm speaking like an editor. I don't know what I'm talking about, but there we go. So FIFA is going to happen. I think Sunday evenings might be the time, you know. Most Sunday evenings I do nothing anyway. Just sat in this flat doing nout. So I might, yeah, start them on a Sunday. Let me know what you think if that doesn't work for anybody. But I am going to, initially, just to see how it goes, stream them on YouTube. So they're always going to be, you know, video on demand. Because they don't get deleted, do they? It just lives there forever, as far as I know. So yeah, we'll be streaming them on YouTube. The whole episode will be left uploaded so you can skip through and watch whatever bits you fancy. If you want to watch the whole thing on 1.25 speed, that's what I would do personally. You can do that as well, so there we go. There's the plans. When we get in a duo FIFA stream with Kayla, doubt that'll ever happen. Doubt that will ever happen. Not a good FIFA player, that lady. Nearly had a falling out over it once upon a time, playing on the same team. Disgusting. Did you see apparently Mahrez might be off to Saudi Arabia? Wouldn't be a surprise. He's in his early 30s. He's achieved a lot. Not everything, quite. He might achieve everything by, you know, a few days' time. But, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me one bit. He seems like the sort of player the Saudis would want to boost the profile of their league as we watch some Fiorentina goals on the BT Sport coverage, which, if you're not aware, is on YouTube. They have to put it on YouTube for whatever reason. Not complaining, though. So it is on YouTube. There we go. How many people are watching that stream compared to mine? Oh, there's not a live viewer count for me. Chat disabled for the live stream. Probably for the best with... To be fair, Carlton Cole isn't that bad, is he? Neither's Joe Cole. I think that they're two of the nicer pundits to listen to talking. I was about to say something horrible about them, but it would be misplaced. Old man on the screen right now. No idea who this old man is. Looks like it could be Dickie Bird, but it's not. It's Brian Deere. 39 goals in 85 West Ham appearances between the years 2017 and 2020. I'm joking. He's a lot older than that. Who was the very tall man besides James Horncastle? That'll be Carlton Cole, will it not? And the need to just keep the camera very close to Horncastle. Because he looks like Hornswoggle from a distance. Loan back to Newcastle, says Jamie McKenna. I did see, was it Laura Woods on TalkSport bringing this point up? Saying that, you know, the Pith, who are now 75% owners of 4 teams, 3 teams in the Saudi Premier League, 1 team in the Saudi second division. If they sign all these players for these 4 teams, could Newcastle get them loaned to them while the Saudi season isn't on or something like that? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. Surely that would break lots of rules. So, and to be honest with you, yeah, the way Eddie Howe plays football, I'm going to sit here and look you all in the eye and say I don't want Karim Benzema at Newcastle. I'm going to sit here and say I don't want Lionel Messi at Newcastle. Give me Jacob Murphy instead. I'm joking. I'll have Messi. I don't think I would have. Yeah, I would have Benzema. Of course, I'd have Benzema. Imagine Benzema there just to slot away all the attacks. My mug is stuck to me coaster below the camera here. I have to just lift it all up in one. They should move Newcastle to Saudi Arabia. No, they shouldn't. That's the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just in case you're wondering, the West Ham starting 11 is Areola in goal, Kufal, Zuma, Aguard, Emerson at the back, Rice in probably his last game for West Ham, Souček, Paqueta, Paquetá, to give him his full pronunciation, Bowen, Antonio and Benrahma. Who's missing then? Who's on the bench? Cornet doesn't really play, does he? Ings, Ogbonna, Downs, Lanzini, Fornals. A bit surprised Fornals isn't starting. Just, you know, he seems to be their European boy this year. The boy who does the stuff in the European competitions. Score prediction from Connor Phillips there. He's asking for, I'm going to go for a 2-1 West Ham win. I want to see West Ham win. The coaster is fully stuck here. Come on. I need to have a coffee. I'm having a coffee at 19:38 over here in the UK. That means I'll be up all night because I don't react well to caffeine. Well, I do react well. Caffeine has the exact effect on me it should do, but it has too much of an effect. It's weird. The amount I drink of this stuff, you think it would be wearing off by now, but no. Any caffeine in me, I'm up all night. Oh, right. Fiorentina. I don't know much about Fiorentina. I'm going to get that out there straight away. Good evening, Palmo Lord. Rice anytime is a banker. 1-1 West Ham, says Alfie. Yeah, get your predictions in the chat. Why is Rodgers trending? I've just seen Rodgers trending on Twitter there. What's Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers and Sauce Gardner. That's a real name, is it? Sauce Gardner? Practice weed smoking handshake at Jets practice. Good for them. Cool dudes that they are. Eh? Who's that? Next permanent Celtic manager. That's why Brendan is half trending on Twitter. Betting's been suspended on Brendan Rodgers becoming the next Celtic manager. Returning to his home. Still rocking the AeroPress. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What an invention that is. I need to thank... I've forgotten who it was who sent me and Matthew the doohickey. The doohickey that means you can get rid of your paper filters and just use this metal substance one. I don't know. But it's an astonishing piece of kit. No drippage through because it's got like the suction, the proper nozzle and the thingy, and there's no drippage like there is with the paper filters. It's just as soon as you press, that's when the stream of coffee comes out. But what an invention that is. Rodgers can go away. I've seen a lot of people obviously people are upset at how he left Celtic to go to Leicester. I've seen a lot of people very much against the idea. Just in case you are wondering what the Fiorentina lineup is. Goodness me, that's a hell of a name. Terracciano in goal. Dodo at right back. Milenkovic. Oh, remember him? Were people watching my FIFA streams during lockdown 2021 times? Milenkovic was signed by me as the next best thing on FIFA. It would have, I think it would have been FIFA 21. I can't remember. Someone in the chat might know. And what a donkey he was for me. Because obviously, back then, he was very much, one of the next best things. It seems to have died off a bit from in terms of, like, a European reputation, if you want. But, oh, what a donkey he was for me on those streams. Anytime he would play, the opposition would score and he would be the one at fault. Emmett might know. I think Emmett was watching back then. And then we've got Ranieri, not Claudio. And then we've got Biraghi, who is the captain at left back. I'm not too familiar with any of these people. Amrabat, I remember from Watford. Yes, it was Watford, I think. Madragora, Bonaventura, Kwame, Jovic, and Gonzalez. Of course, Jovic used to play for. It was FIFA 21. McIver's movies, thank you very much. FIFA 21, yeah. Jovic obviously didn't happen for him at Real Madrid. Good player though. You don't sign unless you. I was about to say unless you're Thomas Gravesen, but he's a funny man. Unless you're Thomas Gravesen, you don't sign for Real Madrid unless you're a very good player, especially the modern day. Soifan Amrabat from from the World Cup. It is the Amrabat from Watford days back in the day. Amrabat. Soifan Amrabat. Let's look at his career statistics as we kill time before kickoff. No, it wasn't. I'm talking absolute nonsense. Fantastic stuff. That's why we're here, isn't it? I know nothing about football. Feyenoord, Utrecht, Club Bruges, Hellas Verona, Fiorentina. 48 caps for Morocco. And what a good World Cup he had. Just looking at their bench there. Don't recognise anybody there, me. Don't follow... unless it's... I like me Inter Milans and me AC Milans, maybe even me Juventus's. But Cabral. There used to be a Sunderland player called Cabral. And it's not going to be him. No, it's not him. It's a completely different man altogether. Just looking at these players. I'm learning on the go here, everybody, as I'm sure some people are at home as well. 32 league goals in 51 league games for Basel. Prolific. 10 and 42 league games for Fiorentina. Altogether. BPC, good evening. The Fiorentina coach, Italo, was the coach of an amateur team in 2018. Brecalo on the bench is decent, not much end product though. Very interesting. Again, I'm not one of those people who, like, just because I've purchased a thing to film me, that doesn't then give me the right to go, I know everything about everyone. I hate people who do that in all walks of life. Wrestling YouTube, football YouTube, to be, more than that than not, but, like, to be honest with folk, I know little to nothing about this Fiorentina team. I know a fair bit about the West Ham team, just because of watching the Premier League. The West Ham Ultras going mad in the crowd. I hope that lad who had his little jog with Mark Nobles there, talked about him on the Hold and Give Football podcast, which is live on YouTube right now. If you want to go and give that a tickle, give it a tickle after the game as well, if you fancy. Coming to Acast and Spotify at 8 PM, it's going live. Or it should go live. That's a disgraceful stadium they've got this game held at. Why is it so small? I know, I guess I get the rationale of, like, Champions League, Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. Oh my God! Guitarists on the pitch. Let me know if this sounds too high, by the way. I've got sound for the first time today because I'm watching on a laptopical. There's a small child on the picture. Is that Mudryk from Chelsea with a guitar in his hand, which is nearly as big as his entire body? It could be Mudryk. We don't know. Have you ever been to City Vaults in Newcastle, Ross? Yes, I have. It's a place that'll put hair on your eyes, that's for sure. That's for sure. Does Acast have decent ad revenue? I've got no idea, Dale Davies. I've got no idea. If I had to ask you to watch it anywhere, I'd ask you to watch it on YouTube. But any view is very much appreciated at the state of the channel right now. Joe Cole is so small. Is that sound okay on my laptop there? It's not too loud? Dominating the airwaves? At a guess, Gavin, I would say YouTube, but I understand that people have busy lives where they like listening to podcasts on the go. So if you need to listen to it just audio only, that is fair enough. I am on the YouTube stream. Is it on the BT Sports channel? Yes, it is. BT Sports official YouTube channel. That's where I'm watching the game tonight. Totally fine in regards to sound. That's good to hear. Can't hear it. Delightful. Interesting point by Parmalode in the chat. Are Fiorentina the team that had the accidental symbol shirt? I can't say that, but it rhymes with. It doesn't matter what it rhymes with. Let's have a look. Oh, the Batistuta days. I mean, I'll get a picture up just so you can see what I'm referring to, so I don't have to say the word, because we all know what YouTube's like. Where are we? Image. You can make your own minds up once you see it, unless you see it in the chat. Do 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 do. B. There it is. There's the shirt. What do you think, yeah? What does that remind you of? Sort of up and towards the shoulder area there. Homer J's there, as I hear a lady screaming outside, which is a bit worrying. Like Spike, please, yes. If you haven't liked the stream, I mean, this kit is worthy of a like, obviously, for obvious reasons. Hashtag demonetized was a nice kit as well. Yeah, it was a nice kit until you realise what you're actually looking at. Look at Batistuta there. What a head of hair. What a head of hair. We'll get rid of that before I get kicked off YouTube for nothing. Remove that one. God, we're getting to grips with this stuff. Jamie McKenna says, "Oh Christ Lord," yes. I found a fake shirt site that you can buy that from. 7up is an elite sponsor. We need to get back into hopefully with betting firms not being allowed on Premier League kits from a couple of seasons' time as we near 30 likes. I want 30 likes. If you've not liked it already, please like it. Yeah, well, all these betting companies not being allowed to sponsor folk anymore. Hopefully we get back to sponsors like Pizza Hut for Fulham, Doritos for Wolves, Brown Ale for Newcastle. That's never going to happen, that one. Shut up, Emmett. The bed looks fine. Made fine. I always went to Newcastle to sign Batistuta. Interesting. He's a little bit before my time, Batistuta, for me to fully appreciate him. Yeah, being conscious of football. Rossi Drip needs to rock that on the predictions. I need to, I tell you what I need to do. I need to get in contact with one of these mystery shirt companies. If you know anybody at one of these mystery shirt companies, I'm going to do that football YouTube thing of unboxing a mystery shirt. If I can get one sent to me without paying for it. Oh, the saving pennies. No, that's just being tight, isn't it? I'm a tight man. I don't know what to say to you. I hope we get a company, a game company shirt. Dreamcast was a top tier sponsor. The Arsenal one back in the day. Pretty proud when Villa had a local charity as their sponsor for a few seasons. That was a nice thing, wasn't it, back in the day? Just like obviously like Newcastle had Brown Ale. There's going to be more things that I can't think of sat here live on YouTube that obviously apply to that. But local firms being on the front of the local football team shirt. I said that really jolly there. The local football team shirt, like. Lovely to see the local sponsors on the football team shirt, you know, from their local area. Out wrong with being tight? Well, it depends who you ask, innit? I am a tight man, a very, very tight man. The coaster's still stuck to the mug. I need to. By the way, there could be somebody watching this, right? I don't want this coaster to fall off and me spill everything everywhere. Wasn't Batistuta supposed to be able to speak Welsh? I've got no idea. There might be someone watching this, by the way, who purchased this mug back in the summer of 2016. Where are we? There we are. The Newcastle one, personalised. It just arrived at the old office back in the day, and I never knew who sent it. They didn't put their name on. I didn't ask, but I'm asking now. Dale Davies, I'm going to make a note of that idea. Because I don't even know if you can get, like... I assume you can get fake football stuff from Wish, can you? Note made. Lovely. There's an area of Argentina that speaks Welsh. That's possible. My God. The stuff you learn, eh? I had no idea about that. Trying to think of a pun now between Welsh towns and Argentine cities. Can't do it. Also areas that speak German. The things you didn't know about Argentina as a country. Astonishing. Astonishing. Thank you for joining this evening, by the way. I see we've gone past 100 concurrent viewers. Tell your friends. Share the link about. Tell Owen and Jack to raid me when they're finished. Not raid me, but you know what I mean. Send people this way when they finish their stream. I don't know what time they finish. Jamie McKenna as well, she knew that. By the way, have you got a puck for your AeroPress? That might be what I got sent to me, by the way. A puck. AeroPress, puck. I don't think it's called a puck, but it's puck shaped. Oh, come on. No, I've not got a puck. What the hell is that? Cold brew attachment for the AeroPress. Interesting. It is getting into summer now, which means the cold brews will be a-flowing, but you know, I'll have to give that a go. I feel terrible for not knowing the name of the person that sent me and Matthew the other thing we have. Batistuta, I imagine Emmett is speaking about there, grew up in the Patagonia area of Argentina. There are about 70,000 Welsh Patagonias who live there. Good evening, Chris Council. There's fake football signatures on Wish and knockoff kits that are like 80% cheaper than retail, but for obvious reasons, because they'll be about 7 sizes too small and just not represent the thing they're supposed to represent. I assume that's why they're going to be too small. I've had one dabble on one of those sites. The one with the one with the gate. You know, you enter the website. It's got a big old D and a big old H, and then it's got like this gate you walk through. I've had a little dabble on that, and it didn't end well for me. Didn't end well at all. You must be laughing if you look like Andrew Hodkinson from Cultaholic Wrestling. If you're very lucky to have that kind of metabolism, you must be laughing on those sites. But when you're a fat lad like me, it's difficult. Very difficult. Very difficult. Guna Pedro says, always knew you followed football, but never knew you had a channel for this. This is so cool. Definitely should plug it at the end of the Cultaholic vids. Well, I do a plug on the podcast. I realise it's a very small... Well, it's a fraction of a fraction, isn't it? A fraction of a fraction that like football and the wrestling. But yeah, tell your friends. Tell your friends. That is the one, Adam Telford. You prime detective, you, as we see the Conference League being walked on the pitch by Vladimir Schmitzer, of all people. Hasn't aged a bit. What a good player he was. Chris Council, I'm going 2-1 West Ham. Get your predictions in the chat. Teams are in the tunnel. Aris says Fiorentina and West Ham score and concede a lot of goals. Could be a big goal fest. Hopefully. Hopefully. It is a nice trophy. Milenkovic has got his eyes closed. He looks quite nervous. Or is he just chilled out? He could be high. He's either very nervous or very high. One of the two things. God, that West Ham kit looks a hell of a lot better without Betway splashed across the middle of it. 3-1 Fiorentina, says Dale Davies. 1-0 is in the chat there as well from a West Ham fan. Goodness me. 3-2 West Ham. Did West Ham lose their last match of the Prem season? Yes, they did. Away at Leicester. 2-0, was it? 2-1? Can't remember. 2-0 or 2-1, one of the two. West Ham bucket hats in the crowd. Conference League ball made by Molten. Is that like Mitre but on the continent? You know when sometimes companies have one name in the UK and a different name on the continent? Because it looks a bit like Mitre's font. Those are the days, like playing with Mitre footballs. What a halcyon days playing with the Mitre footballs back in the day. I'll get my scoreboard ready. Right, we're locked and loaded. Hang on, I imagine you know about the Iron Sheik. Yeah, I know that he's passed away, that's all I know. I don't know any of the circumstances. It's obviously a big shame. Big shame. We started that bucket hat trend. Who do you support, Chris Council? Are we being Wales? I don't know because, well, obviously I don't know what day it dates back to, but I was watching the FA Cup 2006 highlights the other day. The Gerrard final for no reason. I don't know why I was watching it. Lots of Liverpool fans had bucket hats on as far back as then. Because to me, that feels like a trend that's only really become a thing over the past, you know, for lots of teams over the past 10 years or so. I need to get myself a bucket hat. That's why I'm so red in the face, by the way, just in case you're wondering. I went to East Kilbride on Saturday. 22 degrees it was, and I got burnt like a crisp. Burnt like a crisp. Felt like I was abroad. Different kind of heat in East Kilbride, let me tell you. As the team shake hands. Ben Rama. I don't know why I said Ben Rama there. He's there. I'm looking forward to seeing this Fiorentina team play. I haven't watched a single game of their entire run in the Conference League. This is the first time I'm watching Fiorentina. That is such a small ground to host this game at. Anyone know how many tickets each set of fans got? Allocation-wise? Because I imagine the state... We know what it's like for the Champions League final. There's like a 60-odd thousand... Oh, was it 60-odd thousand? I think the Champions League's in on Saturday and they got 17,000 each. I'm going to a wedding and there was like a kilt fitting thing going on, so I was up there. Up there with the kilt fittings. Went all that way. It was a nice little place. Well, I was only on the one street. It was a nice little street. Cobbled. Tells you all you need to know. 5,000 each. That's what I mean. That's not right, is it? For a final, each set of fans getting an allocation of 5,000. 20,000 capacity in this ground. West Ham were offered 5 or so. Corporate bollocks. $10,000 for the suits, yes, half the stadium. Not right at all, is it? I'm not saying it should be half and half, because, you know, big companies now, big governing bodies, whatever, like UEFA, of course they're going to take a bit of a cut back each, but to take half the ground is taking the piss a bit. Taking the piss. Wow, it's Slavia Prague's ground, and Kufal and Sochek used to play there. Home field advantage for those two. If you were appear to take Postecoglou back to England, I will boycott. Well, interestingly, the street we were on in East Kilbride, we didn't choose... Well, I was going between both pubs. But on one side of the road, it was a Rangers pub, and on the other side of the road, it was the Celtic pub. Because it was the Scottish... Well, some sort of cup final on Saturday as well up in Scotland. as well as the FA Cup, so we were surrounded by Celtic fans. We're off. Hopefully, I'm not too far behind. I'll have to update this clock in a second, just to get myself in time. I'll put it on 40 seconds. And then when I get to 40 seconds, you'll know how far I am. It's Fiorentina on the attack already. Edge of the box. West Ham on the counter. Here we go. Looks open. Paquetá's got room. Out wide to Antonio. Hit that one. Easy save for the keeper as we come up to 40 seconds. That's where I am. If you want to match up with me, that's me time. Aaron Smith, I'm sure it's around about 17 or 19,000 in a 65-odd thousand capacity stadium. It's a load of bollocks, let me tell you. A load of bollocks. It's a very nice open start of the game, though. Paquetá more central. Bowen floating. Benrahma on the left. He's made a mess of that. But he's got himself a throne for his troubles. In fact, I think that's a second too quick. Boom. Boom. That's a bit better. So yeah, if you want to get matched up, that's where I'm at, watching live on BT Sports YouTube channel. I imagine that'll vary depending on where you are in the world. Where are you in the world? Let me know. Where are you watching this evening? You going to the Newcastle game at Ibrox? I don't think I will be. I think it might be on my birthday. Is it on the 2nd of August? I've just made that up. Will you be bringing out any hold and give t-shirts? That's way too early to say. I don't know. If it takes off a bit more, hopefully. So we've got a man, Jordan, Big County Durham, South Shields, Milton Keynes. My deepest apologies, asked Jamin for that. Belfast, West Yorkshire, Living Room, Cardiff, Los Angeles. Good evening, Juan. Durham, Sweden. Good evening, Gustav. Saskatchewan. Good evening, Brock Lesnar, otherwise known as Jordan. Derbyshire, Doncaster, Sunderland. Oop, this Sunderland. Big mix this evening in the chat. Edinburgh. I had to go through there to get to East Kilbride, so I did. Rice doesn't bring it down. Just heads it straight back to Fiorentina. We've got Belfast in there. Littlehampton, where the hell's that? Santiago, Chile. Clarence Acuna there. Athens, goodness me, we're all over the shop. Thank you for watching this evening. If you haven't already, I'm going to beg it all night long. Please give the stream a like. That's the best free way to support bollocks like this. Someone's gone down. They're kicking the ball out of play. Plastic cups getting thrown at him potentially. Who knows what's going on? Now he's gone. I don't know. No. Play on. Play on, says the referee. He's getting pelters at him, this lad. At least you get allowed to take the cups onto the terrace. Not like it is over here in England. You have to drink your drinks in the concourse and then get rid of it before you go on the terrace. Are you going to Money in the Bank? Yes, I will be. I'm part of our team going down there to do the content. These Italian teams are soft, like yes they are. What more do you say? Very soft indeed. I haven't got a bet on this evening. It's tight in the middle of that park. It's a very narrow game. West Ham trying to make it wider. Any news on who's going to All In? I don't know. I'm going there as a fan. I've got me ticket sorted. Got me accommodation sorted. I do feel a bit bad because it delays me video going out. You know, for those who still watch that bollocks. But it's like, I'd rarely get... Doing this job, you rarely get to go to stuff like that. So I'm like, I can go to a massive event at Wembley. As a fan, have a few beers. Have a nice night. Not turning that down. Selfishly, of course. But I'd like to think you'd all do the same. You'd all do the same, I know you would. Fiorentina calming things down now. Amrabat's number 34. Or is it 54? I need me glasses. Dale Davies, you don't need anyone to go with, just go. You'll meet people there. Emerson down the wing to Ben Rama. Seems to be a clear game plan from Fiorentina just to keep the ball, keep it at 0-0. Whoops, for the longest time. I say for the longest time, we're 7 minutes in nearly. Oh, I'm quite low down, me. I think I'm on the ninth row up the side. I'm not going to say which side. I don't want to be pestered by nice people. No, I'm on like the ninth row, sort of opposite where the entrance way will be. We ran down the entrance ramp, hopped over the ring, and then up to the 9th row. That's where I am. Chris Counsell, there you go. Dale Davies, Chris Counsell's got a spare. Get on it. Make a friend. Pitch side floor seating, that was it. Was that an expensive ticket there, Telford? Feels like it might have been. To be fair, though, when you think about... I mean, I went to the Welsh show as well. If you're going to compare ticket prices for those two events, AEW have done the fans a service with their pricing. It was a lot more reasonable than what WWE were charging for theirs, that's for sure. Whoa! Looked closer than it probably was in reality. I hate London as well, Palmer Lord. I can't get on board with it. Can't get on board with how busy it is and how miserable everybody is down there. It's nice when you walk down the street in Newcastle. If you meet eyes with someone, they'll go hello, and you go hello back. Good day, sir. Wow, how you doing? But down in London, everyone looks at you like you're a bit of dog mess on their shoe. Horrible place. Too busy. Cost me 70 bahts because I got them on the pre-sale. Yeah, I was on the pre-sale as well. I forget which pre-sale I was on. I can't remember which pre-sale I was on. Again, Fiorentina keeping things tight at the back. Slow in possession. Definitely trying to take the heat out of the game. Definitely. Back he goes to the goalkeeper. Boring, boring football. Is there any EPL team you cheer against in the European leagues? Nah, not really. Oof. Well, it's a hard one, isn't it, for me? Because for the longest time, Newcastle's been at the other end of the table to all these teams. Maybe that'll change now that we'll more than likely be up a bit higher. Did I watch the Europa League final? I did. Weird game. Well, me and Jack Atkins do a bit of a review of it in the Hold and Give Football podcast on YouTube and on other podcast thingies right now. It's on Spotify. If you search Hold and Give Football podcast, you'll see the account on there now. Oh, there's blood being drawn here. Not entirely sure how. Bit of a flailing arm. Dodo. Then Ramatwine right. Oh my god, I messed that up. Right in his nose. Right in the schnoz. Ben Rama trying to right. Oh my god, I can't say it. Ben Rama trying to wipe out the dodos for a second time. Wasn't even worth it, was it? There we go. BT turns into TNT TV from the 18th of July. Europa League fan wasn't my expected. Yeah, well, I thought both teams ruined it. For me. I thought Anthony Taylor, while, you can see why Mourinho would be upset. I thought he didn't have much choice in handing out as many cards as he did because both teams were that childish, that petty. It's only a little cut, he's fine. It's all fine. The dodos aren't going to die for a second time. It wouldn't be a surprise if Newcastle dropped down the table next season, Emmett. Eddie Howe's brand of football. We can't do that every single game next season and expect to do much. Unless we've got a squad the size of Wrexham's. 40 first-team players. Is Joward Bone down the wing? Into the box. Cuts back. Crosses it. Headed out by Milenkovic. Zuma's there, kicking that ball like it's a hairy cat, but it's got out of play. Is that real, Emmett? Anthony Taylor got given membership of Lazio by the fans because of it? I mean, again, me and Jack, I'm not going to say too much because then there's no point watching the podcast, is there? But we do a lot of chat on there about that. It's a disgrace what happened there. All Mourinho's fault as well. He made that a lot worse as Rice strikes it just wide. Just wide from Rice. Yeah, he made that entire situation for Anthony Taylor a lot worse than it would have been. We've all been upset by referees getting stuff that we think they got wrong. But for him to do that and incite the fans even more, not on. 4-game ban apparently incoming. Hasn't been given yet. But worth every game. Do you think Wrexham could get another promotion this season? Of course I do. Don't listen to Rob and other Rob when they say it's an underdog story, because it's not. It's the opposite. The only bit oh my god, the only bad bit of the documentary for me is when they kept calling it an underdog story. And they probably got more resources than the rest of the league combined. Arseholes. Here we go again. Fiorentina knocking it around the back. Taking their time. Killing the game. Go on. It's not a foul. He got the ball. Paquetá with a foul there. I really like the appointment of Ange Postecoglou, just to answer Tom S.'s question there. Spurs have gone down the... Scott, please shush. Realistically, Newcastle will get Calvert-Lewin, Scott McTominay and Jesse Lingard. LOL, we might get McTominay. I'll give you that one, because apparently Eddie, for some weird reason, Eddie Howe's a big fan. But big Ange to Spurs, I like the appointment. Because Spurs have gone down the established name route now, and Mourinho and Conte, and it's not worked. So why not give it to someone like Postecoglou, who I think comes down from the Scottish League a lot different to what Rodgers was, because when Rodgers was up there, Rangers were nowhere near Celtic, were they? By and large. But now Ange has wrestled the league away from Rangers when he was up there 2 seasons in a row. I like listening to him talk as well. Again, it's a thing me and Atkins go into quite deeply on the podcast this week, so I won't say too much because I'm just repeating myself, but it's I think it's a good appointment. Especially when you look at who else is out there, realistically, for Spurs without European football this season. And as Daniel Levy says, like in his little statement when the appointment was made, he's going to have to do a lot of seemingly promoting youth players from the academy, not spending a lot of money, so I like it. Areola with the ball at his feet. Sprinklers are on. Lovely ball out wide to Kufal. Antonio's out wide for some reason now. Go on. Got to be a foul. No, Paquetá's playing on. Amrabat with a tackle. Seems a bit harsh not to give a free kick there, but there we go. But now again, oh, they're doing a bit better now. Straight back they go. This is going to be a long game of football. Fiorentina could have had a decent counter-attack there if they wanted to, but they just didn't go for it. He obviously knew he was leaving before the cup final. I did like that press conference he did. Where it's just like, when I came here, let's not beat around the bush. I was a joke. I think that was the thing that impressed me most about him, was the fact he seems to understand like who and what he is, which seems like a crap thing to say about a football manager. But when you live in a world with Allardyce, Nathan Jones, people like that, it's nice to see when a manager just says, yep, this is what I was, here's what I am. And those videos that have been doing the rounds this week, like the motivational team talks and whatnot, I like him, I like the sound of him. I like listening to him talk. Do you think Saturday will start to go downhill without Jeff? It started to go downhill with Jeff. I mean, Matt Letizia went off the plot. But ever since they got rid of, that era of Soccer Saturday, that's when it started to go downhill for me. Foul by Milenkovic? No, he's giving it the other way. Can I just say, the Fiorentina manager looks like an absolute Raji. Good tackle there by Aguard. Or Emerson, sorry. Beg my pardon. Are there any other colloquial words for Raji? A crazy man, a crazy person, a scary person. Someone you wouldn't mess with. Someone who kicks off at nothing. A Raji. What do you call a Raji wherever you're from? Oh, he's a proper Raji Gaji. That's what the Chavas up here say. Nope, doesn't come off for Fiorentina. Biraghi at left back. He seems like a decent player. I've watched BT Sports score for the last 3 seasons. So much better, even with Robbie Savage's presence. I don't mind Robbie Savage, me, as a pundit. I think there's a lot worse out there. I think he knew what he was at the start of his punditry career. I think he was a bit more outrageous, but now that he's sort of settled down and he's obviously a host on 5 Live and whatnot, I think there's a lot worse than Robbie Savage out there. So we're getting Raji suggestions now. We have Edda. I hope I might just reply with something that's totally inappropriate that I don't know. So just put it out there. I don't know what most of these words mean. Like Campbell when he's cold turkey. You know what you're saying there. He's an absolute Edda, him. He's an absolute Edda. The commentators just said you can't allow this Fiorentina team to settle. When they just have. That's all they've been doing. I think they've had 1 shot so far. They've just been happy to play it around the back. They're on the attack now. We've got 3 in the box, 2 on the outside of the box. I think that's what they call in football a block. There you go, they're going backwards now. Paquetá's bottled a tackle. Amrabat on the ball now. Go on, he could play that through. He's done it. Have a shot. No. Try to go for another pass. Hasn't come off. They're in the box. Jovic blocked. West Ham deal with it. Looks like they're going to stick and twist the old Fiorentina as and when they want to. Not go for it hell for leather all the time. I agree, Emmett. Darren Fletcher's... I mean, you know, he's just nothing, is he? He's just... This might be wrong of me to say, but when you listen to Darren Fletcher's commentary, it just feels like something you could do yourself. He never has any inspiring lines, does he? And he hasn't got a commentator's voice, has he? Like Clive Tildesley, that's a commentator's voice. I'm a big fan of Clive Tildesley. Have you ever seen Twin Town? Rhys Arans back in the day, a proper Welsh film. Nah, never seen it, never heard of it. Not much of a not much of a film boy. Fiorentina again, knocking it around the back. Back to the goalkeeper we go. I didn't recognise the voice of the co-commentator there, but they have very much settled in already. 69% ball possession for Fiorentina. Nice. Oh, we're yawning. It's been a long day. I read they want Laura Woods to head up the coverage for the new TNT. That would be a very safe appointment. I like her. Good broadcaster. I'd be getting Jeff, me. I know Jeff might want to retire. But I think Stelling's the best. Who's he the best broadcaster since? I think he's better than Des Lynam. The job that Jeff has to do or had to do on a Saturday, not many people could do that. As seamlessly, oh my god, here we go. Seamlessly as he did it. McCoist is the best commentator. Just loves the game, doesn't he? Just loves the game. A guard goes long, looking for Bowen. Can't get there. Offside now? Goodness me. Since Richard Madeley. That's exactly who I was thinking. To be fair, though, I do always enjoy when Richard Madeley goes on Good Morning Britain, because you don't need to watch Good Morning Britain, because you just log on Twitter while it's going on, and you always see Richard Madeley trending for something inappropriate that he said. The big old whopper that he is. Like Eamon Holmes yesterday. Anyone see Eamon Holmes? I don't watch that GB News channel, but it was on the Twitter machine again. He didn't know he was on the air. Dropping F-bombs. Sensational scenes. I don't mind Alex Scott too, Ali McCoist and Peter Drury. Yeah, everyone's a fan of Peter Drury, aren't they? Janas is terrible. He belongs on the Wong show. Because he is that boring. He should be talking about random town hall bollocks. Oh, there's a cow who wears a hat. Oh, that's Jermaine Genius there. Getting excited about stuff like that. Go on then. Fiorentina on the attack. Out wide. Back. In the box. Looking for Jovic. He heads it back. Kufal deals with it. Dodo smacks it. Jovic must be offside. He's left it alone though. Caught a ball. Caught a ball. Our Fiorentina are a set-piece team. Any experts in the chat? Dan, FIFA streams will return on YouTube. I'm thinking Sunday nights, but they will just be left on demand to watch as and when you can. Yeah, I'm waiting for what they call a capture card to arrive. And then I'll plug it in whatever way Owen tells me to plug it in. And then we'll start doing it. West Ham fans are lobbing plastic glasses. No harm in that, is there, if they're plastic? Corners in. Oh, you should be getting that on target. It's Milenkovic as well. The FIFA donkey himself from back in 2021. Straight off his 50 pence head. Guy should be doing better there, shouldn't he? At least it's a shot by Fiorentina. Gonna yawn again. How unprofessional. How unprofessional. Go on then, Bowen. Sets off Antonio. That's a foul and a yellow card. He's not giving it. What? I couldn't give a hoot about the well-being of Mikel Antonio, but I'm getting angry about this. How's that not a... Let's look at the replay here. Oh, it's a foul. Why would he go down? I'll be watching the chat. I'm going out to a bar to watch the Champions League final. If this was my full-time vocation, it'd be a different story, but I'm going to enjoy the football when I can. Not that I don't enjoy it now, but, enjoy it with friends. Who aren't just a series of words on the screen in front of me. Human friends. Football friends. But as I say, I'll try and get it done 1 or 2 times a week. A FIFA stream during the summer when there's not much going on in the soccer outside of transfers and whatnot. Might hop on a couple of pre-season friendlies as well. Newcastle's on an American tour with Chelsea, Villa, Brighton, Fulham as well, maybe. West Ham, I'll get nothing from this ref until right now. Foul by Ranieri. He's got to give that one. Antonio's caught the ball for him. Bowen down the wing again. Go on. Amrabat with a header. Go on. Keeper claims it. Deadline day should do a special. There was something I had to do on deadline day and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, it's the Champions... Is it the chat? No, when's deadline day? Let's have a look when deadline day is. Summer transfer... Friday, September the 1st. I'll be off work. Could do something on transfer deadline day. He's offside, but the ball goes out anyway. Goal kick to West Ham. Who do I think will win the Nations League? I could not give less of a toss about the Nations League, to be honest with you. If you haven't already, please like the stream. We're on 63. I want to try and get to 100 by the end. That's always the goal. The best free way to support this bollocks. Yeah, that's why I was getting confused with Jamie McKenna. The Champions League draw is on the 31st of August. I'll be sat. I don't think I'll do any streaming for that because I need to hop on for flights and stuff and accommodation. Need to try to get at least 1, potentially 2 away days. Won't get a ticket, but just to be there for the atmosphere. Antonio is scrapping away. Paquetá pressure on the keeper. Plays it out wide. Fiorentina will now knock the ball around with no consequence for a bit. Now it happens on deadline day anymore. Yeah, that's very true. Go on then. Emerson down the wing. Here we go. Hard and low. Cut out by Milenkovic. Ben Rama now. Oh! That looked like a hell of a dive, by the way. What is he doing? He can't be expecting to put his legs together like that and flop himself down like a fish. That literally like a salmon dance. Why didn't he play on? Ah, what a tit. What a wanker. Why did he not play on? Knobhead. The shame Barca are at the new camp next season, though, as I said, would be good to get them. Yeah, I want to go to Milan just to see the San Siro before it gets knocked down. Never been before. Did AC Milan get in? Serie A table. They did. Inter finished third, Milan finished fourth. Emerson now down the wing again. A lot going through him. That's a West Ham ball. That's so annoying, that from Ben Rama, though. Why would you do that? Maldini just left Milan. I can't imagine him getting another job in football. It just seems like if it's Milan or nothing. Oh! Oh, he's dived in. Good tackle. Big hit. West Ham fans are peppering these Fiorentina players with plastic cups. As long as it remains plastic cups, it's fine. Anything else, then it's a bit of an issue. Bit of moisture on that pitch there. Nice to see. Slick playing surface for Fiorentina to knock it round the back for half an hour. Oh, he just got scomped by a plastic cup. Oh, he's cut open. Oh, I take back my statement about the plastic cups. Good on the West Ham players for... I just assumed they were very squishy, very light, inoffensive plastic cups, but he is split open bad there. No beds you go to the football, man. I'm just going to sound like a massive hypocrite now, because I would never throw anything. Did something else get thrown? I didn't see. It just looked like plastic cups. Yeah, they got to knock that on the head now. I mean, stop throwing the cups, obviously. Just looks like it's there. I think one of them was full, maybe. Bit of water came out. A bit of water. That was water. Ah, why English football fans get a bad reputation for stuff like this? He's bladed. Oh, it was a lighter. Not a lighter, it's a vape. That's a shame, that, mind. It's always one knobhead, isn't it? One knobhead with a vape. Taking things too far. So what's happening now? Protocols are coming into play. what protocols are getting done now. Does anyone know in the chat? You know for a fact it'll continue every time they go for a corner down there. Baragi's got a lovely purple bandage on his head. Amrabat's down there now. Will the West Ham fans behave or will they continue to be knobs? Up in the air. Don't know what's going on here. It's bouncing around the box. Keeper's ball comes to nothing. The game needs a goal, doesn't it? Just needs that first goal to liven things up a bit. That's a good point there by Chris Council. Pens down that in could be carnage. Amrabat progressing now. Out to Kwame. Inside. Away by West Ham. Go on then, Bowen. Can't get there. Oh, he's giving a foul. Oh, West Ham's got a decision. A dive and some plastic cups have been the only talking point, shamefully. Yeah, it's been a tough game, but I think that's what Fiorentina especially want from the game. They have not really been going for it, have they? They've been quite happy to keep the ball, take the steam out the game, take the sting out the game, whatever the right S is to use in that scenario. To be fair, I think one of the commentators is saying there West Ham's passing hasn't been great. And that's right as well. As much as Fiorentina have just tried to kill the game, West Ham haven't done anything to make it a game themselves, have they? They've not had any notable possession. I don't know what the stats are. I've got the thing up in front of me here. The stats are currently 68% possession for Fiorentina, 32 for West Ham. 218 passes for Fiorentina, 101 for West Ham. West Ham need to put their foot on the ball. Get a good 5 minutes knocking it about a bit. Get some fluidity to their play, you might say. The guy with the vape was James Corden. Probably was. There are a few bigger arseholes in the world than James Corden. Something he would do, that's for sure. Wonder why he chose number 99. It's a nice number to have, isn't it? Oh, just wish the teams... Remember back in the day when teams would go for it in finals? Game's too tactical now, isn't it? Way too tactical. We need to go back to the days of writing team formations on the back of a cigarette packet. 4-4-2. No tactics, just work hard. Run more than the other team. That's what we need in football. I'm basically just saying we need Sam Allardyce back in football. That's what I've basically just said there. Go on then. Antonio's got it. He's been pulled down. Paquetá's been... Nope, he's done well. Nice turn. Out wide. Go on, take him on, but don't dive this time, Benrahma. Do not dive. He's got past Dodo. Could be a corner. Corner West Ham. Dodo wants a goal kick, does he? He does. He wants a goal kick. We'll see on the replay. Step over. Oh no, it is a goal kick. Benrahma was the one to kick it out. Naughty, naughty. Well, not naughty, naughty. They've got away with one there, West Ham. They've got a corner for nothing. Come on, put it in. Whoa. Dealt with well by Milenkovic, I think. Come on, get a good ball in. Fiorentina fans appear to be throwing things now as well. Oh, I thought he won that one. Go on, hit it! Rice, blocked. Could be on the counter now, Fiorentina, but they'll probably pass it backwards in a second. They've lost it now. Emerson cuts inside. That's a foul. Referee gives it. Referee gives a foul. Kwame, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's not a penalty on Zuma. Surely. The referee's telling everybody wait for the whistle. They just need to have a shot. Something happened. Hit a bar. Or put it in. That would be better. Just something exciting. Nothing's happened yet. This has happened, by the way, because I'm live streaming it, because it turns out when I live stream games on this channel, I pick very boring ones. I think back to Milan versus Inter in the semi-finals of the Champions League as a prime example. Benrahma and Emerson stood over the ball. Emerson whips it in. Dealt with. Hit it, Paquetá. Nope. Closed down. Out wide to Kufal. Whipped it in. Go on. Oh, he heads it back, but there's no one there. Oh. I'd like to apologise to everybody. We've got a boring game and it's my fault. If I wasn't streaming tonight, it would be a lot more exciting than it is now. At least something happened, though, on the pitch. Emmett, if I could go back in time, instead of doing... I don't know if you can. I did go to uni with someone who did do sports coaching, but I would do more to get into football coaching. If I could go back in time. It's a bit late for me now, I think. Got stuff like a mortgage in that, for goodness sakes. If I could go back in time, I would never have stopped playing football. What a bad decision that was in my life. I'm too far gone now to start playing again. Can run for a minute and that's it. Game over. Take me off. Who is this commentator saying Fiorentina have bossed the game? They haven't bossed the game at all. They've knocked the ball around the back and sporadically done a couple of attacks, if that. That's not bossing the game. That's just taking the sting out the game. do youth coaching. Switch to the Mackems and then Inter scored. Yes, they did. That was typical. Inside now. Bonaventura. Amrabat. Kwame. Go on, out wide. Oh, it's a bad ball. Jack said you were good at five-a-side compared you to Berbatov. Exactly. Silky touch, no movement. When did I stop playing? The day Michael Jackson died. I didn't stop playing because of Michael Jackson dying. Go on then. Shanked it. Back stick. Kufal deals with it. Kwame. Whipped in. Go on. Keeper's ball all day, is it? It is. Yeah, we just played like this pre-season friendly, and I'd started, drinking by that point and whatnot. And I was just like, nah, I've had enough. I can't do it anymore. Juan Moreno, if you listen to the Hold and Give Football podcast, it's the big question. The big question on this week's Hold and Give Football podcast is how gutted are you that Phil Neville came that close to being Lionel Messi's coach? Because I am devastated to know that Lionel Messi was that close to being told how to play football by Phil Neville. It's got to the point now where my walk to work, I tell you, my walk to work, there's a big hill at the end. Get to the top of that hill and I'm sweating. So I couldn't play football anymore competitively. I mean, I could if I just, gave myself a fitness regime and stuck to it, but I can't do that either. Useless. Useless at everything, me. Terrible human being. Nearly at full time, less than 2 minutes left. I wish I could go back in time, though, and never stop playing. Just to keep your fitness levels up, not be such a fat man. Sacking Neville and Messi's contract, that's a good point. Didn't think about that. Oh, corner ball. Down in the danger corner for Fiorentina players. God, I hope it goes in. Just to set the game alight. West Ham fans look miserable and bored for some reason. At least they've learned their lesson. Not a single cup thrown, it would appear, this time. Fair play. Well, not fair play to West Ham fans. So they should be not throwing cups. Well, cups are fine. Vapes is where things go too far. Lift all the cultaholic staff daily as a workout. Some odd people who watch these, aren't there? Socks the waving cat. Odd people. Apparently they want to bring Busquets, Alba and Suarez to Miami. I reckon they'll have a job on against the Saudis. Those sounds like names that the Saudis would go for. After Modric got offered something, didn't he? Kante's been offered something. Benzema signed. Ronaldo's there. I couldn't believe Kante's 32. I don't know what age I thought he was, but 32 was not it. Whipped in by Fiorentina. Kwame. Oh, it's off the beans. Jovic. It's in. Is he offside? Oh, he's offside. What a time that would have been to score. What a whip in that was. Gonzalez whips it in. Kwame, he's onside. Oh, it's so tight. Oh. They're checking the goal. It's so tight, whatever way it is. It looked like his arm was offside, but it depends if it's... What is it? The T-shirt line? If the T-shirt line's onside... I wish they'd show us the replays. That would be nice. That was a good leap by Kwame, though, at the back stick. Chris Council says apparently Apple TV paid loads for the MLS to the rights a while ago. I think it's been done for a while. Interesting. Does it matter if he's offside when the first ball came in? I thought it would just be when Kwame made the contact with his head. It is offside. That should be it then for half-time. We know what to do now. Sporkle, football. Let's have a go. Try to pick one now. The Premier League puzzle logic question. Oh, God. There's half-time. Let me hide my score thingy. West Ham 0, Fiorentina 0. Let's try and pick a quiz. The most Premier League assists. Oh, my God. Played and managed in the Premier League. Oh, that could be a tough one. Come on. Work with me, computer. Work with me. Do 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 do. Right. Add. Do 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 do. Premier League quiz. Okay. Baboom. Played and managed in the Premier League. That's what we're working with. Is that the entire thing? We'll try and get the columns done. Let me know what you're saying in the chat. Sorry, he's got a message there I need to reply to. The quiz is played and managed in the Premier League. Right, are we ready? Play the quiz. Southgate is one straight away in the chat there. Parker, Martin O'Neill didn't play in the Premier League. Hughes, Gerrard, Lampard, Brucey, Souness. Nope, he was two before the Premier League. Ryan Mason's a great shout. He's not on there. Robson, Brian Robson. Sherwood. Remy got. Oh yeah, he played for Arsenal, didn't he? Good shout. Lampard's there. Di Matteo. Good shout. O'Leary. He was before the Premier League, wasn't he? Giggs. Not on there. Must just be permanent managers only. Mancini for Leicester. Very good indeed. So played for Southampton, managed Leicester. Well, Nigel Pearson's the Middlesbrough one. Pullet. Played for Southampton, but managed Leicester. Oh, Adams. Mickey Adams, Tony Adams. He's got a 2 for 1. Played for Everton and Arsenal. Managed Arsenal. No. What was he called in the mid-90s for Arsenal? Quinn? No. How do you spell it? Solskjaer. Sol. Someone put the right spelling of Solskjaer in the chat for me. Arteta, obviously. Played for West Ham and Everton. Managed West Ham and West Brom. West Ham and Everton. Oh, what's he called? Oh my God. Help me, chat. He got sacked by West Brom last year. Stop saying Arteta. We've got Arteta. What the hell was he called? Slavan Bilic. That was the one. Chat on, help me. Chelsea and managed West Brom. Played for Chelsea, managed West Brom. We had Di Matteo. Thank you very much. There's the Solskjaer spelling. Never know how it's spelled properly. Terrible at spelling. Bilic. Poyet is a good shout. Played for Chelsea but managed West Brom. Played for Crystal Palace and Blackburn, managed Fulham. Coleman. Played for Bolton, managed Burnley and Bolton. That'll be Owen Coyle. Here we go, Tweddell on a roll now. Played for Sheffield, West Ham and Charlton. Di Canio. Here we go, Tweddell. Southampton, Crystal Palace, West Ham. Managed Crystal Palace, Charlton and Hull. Not Kirby. Oh, Pard? No. Did Pardew play in the Premier League? No. Vieira. Good shout. Zola. That West Brom one is troubling me. Played for Southampton, Crystal Palace and West Ham and managed Crystal Palace, Charlton and... Steve Clark. Good shout. There he is. I played for... I'm going to move on from that. If anyone knows that Southampton, Crystal Palace and West Ham one. Played for them, but managed Crystal Palace, Charlton and Hull. Ian Dowie. What a shout that is. So played for Chelsea, managed Chelsea, Southampton, Spurs. That's Hoddle. Played for QPR, managed Blackpool and Crystal Palace. Got to be Holloway. Man United, Liverpool, it's going to be Ince. Chelsea and Fulham. So played for Chelsea and managed Fulham. Obviously Roy Keane. Chris Powell's not on there. So played for Chelsea, managed Fulham. Shearer's on there, obviously. Played for Chelsea, managed Fulham. Jean Tigana? Played for Chelsea, managed Fulham. Oh, this is doing my head in, this. Jovanovic. Parker's been he's elsewhere. This is just played for Chelsea and nobody else and managed Fulham. It's not Hughes. Oh man, we'll come back to that one. They played for Nottingham Forest and managed Burnley. That'll be not Dyche, is it? Dyche didn't get a first team game, did he? Marco Silva. Didn't think he played for Chelsea. Wilkins. Oh, Ray Wilkins is on there though, but it's not the one we're looking for. Played for Forest. Djukanovic didn't play for Chelsea, did he? Oh my god. So played for Forest, managed Burnley. Played for Watford. Oh, that'd be Malky Mackay. How do you spell Mackay? There you go. Anyone know played for Forest, managed Burnley? Let's move on to column 2. Played for Norwich. That'll be... Oh, what's his... Megson. Southampton... oh, stop moving, you little bitch. Southampton and Swansea, managed Swansea. That'll be... oh, what's he called? Oh, my God. Blonde hair. Blonde hair. Company's not on there yet. Got Gary... Oh, my God. What was he called? Laws. Brian Laws is there. Gary Monk, that was the one. Then we've got Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, West Ham. Managed Manchester City, Pierce. Then we've got Liverpool, managed Southampton. Played for Liverpool, managed Southampton. Played for Liverpool, managed Southampton. Whoa. Oh, it's the Spanish lad. P. Help me, chat. His name begins with P. It's not Dyche. I've tried earlier. Oh, what was he called? Centre-back for Liverpool. Managed Southampton for a little bit. The chat seems to be a bit behind me live. Managed, or played for Man United, managed Hull. Played for Man United, managed Hull. Oh my God, played for Man United, managed Hull. Pellegrini. Not the right spelling. Pellegrino. There we go. Then we've got played for Man United, managed Hull. God, struggling here. Southampton managed Brighton. Graham Potter. Played for Man City and Southampton. Managed Man City, Sunderland and Leeds. Reed. Wimbledon and Swindon. Managed Fulham. He played for Wimbledon and Swindon. Nicky Barmby. Oh, Phelan. Great shout. They played for Wimbledon and Sweden, managed Fulham. We've got 2 minutes left to get 6 of them. Played for Leeds and Coventry. That'll be, oh God, Strachan. Played for Chelsea. Managed Chelsea. Oh. Viali. Van Lowe, here we go. Come on, Ross. Played for Sheffield. Managed Barnsley and Sheffield. Oh, what's he called? Wilson. Danny Wilson. Come on, Tweddell. Played for, Played for Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds and managed Norwich. Played for Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds. Wimbledon and Swindon managed Fulham. Sheffield and Leeds managed Norwich. Got Hoddle, got Gullard, got Bruce. Oh my God. Wimbledon and Swindon but managed Fulham. Oh, I'm trying to think of all the Fulham managers now. Redfern. Worthington. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We need one more. 2 more. Arsenal, Leeds and Aston Villa. Managed Leeds and Aston Villa. That's got to be O'Leary. Dave O'Leary's in there. 1 more. We've got a minute to get this last one. Wimbledon and Swindon. Managed Fulham. Managed Fulham. Oh, man. Managed Fulham. Laurie Sanchez. Shut up. We've done it, everybody. Wow. Laurie Sanchez was the answer. We were looking for to round that one off. That's a good job. Well done, everybody. 45 seconds left. Nope, I haven't got an account. We're in perfect town, everybody. Whew. Well, what an experience that was. Thank you for joining in. Hello? Kept hearing noises out there. Right, let's get this clock sorted out before the second half starts. Make sure the thing doesn't turn heel on me like it normally does. Right. Oh, that was an exciting game. By the way, if you do know, you know that there's that trend on YouTube, isn't it, where it's like only X% got this quiz right on Sporkle or whatever. If you know ones on Sporkle that are really low down, let me know, because it's an idea I think someone in the chat had last time we did a stream where we can do some of those as videos. Try and get the harder ones. So if you know any harder Sporkle quizzes, it's ross@holdangive.com is the email address. Send them through. I'll give you credit. Credit where it's due and all that sort of stuff, but we'll try and do some Sporkle quizzes as videos. Whew, I'm boiling in here. Tell you, with these lights and whatnot shining at your head, whoa, I feel like a weed plant. I like what this had. I don't know if anyone's watching the BT Sport feed at the minute. But they're on about online abuse, and it's like, I know they can't show proper stuff on TV, but just like saying useless and having useless appear in their skin. Would that really affect footballers? I know what they're trying to do. But surely they can hammer that home message a lot better than that. You are useless. A Sporkle live stream. Yeah, I'll put the, if you want to copy and paste just in case you don't understand my stupid voice. Send it to that address if you know any of the harder Sporkle quizzes. And I'll give them a go on a video. Half his body was offside. What you had for me tea? I had chicken breast with sweet potato, baked sweet potato, and veg. I've got a stag do in just over a month's time. I need to lose my tits for. A month is not enough time, but I'm going to try and shave an inch or two off them. Down with the tits. Good evening, Ross. Hello, Stuart. Yeah. Does it have to be Premier League quizzes? Emmett, no. I want the hard ones. That's the only barometer I want. I know that I don't know if you can sort them by, like, because to be honest with you, I don't use Sporkle that much, but let's get me scoreline back on there. I just want the hard ones. Try and give them a go, try and beat them. Hopefully I proved during that half-time break that I do know a little bit about football. I do know a little bit. Meeting 2 vs Tweddell. The stag is in Benidorm, Russell. Benidorm. So I'm back to getting me 10,000 steps in. Bought myself a kettlebell. Let's lose the tits in a month. It's not possible, but we'll give it a go. Cabral's on. Jovic is off. Is he injured? I don't think I'll be seeing Sticky Vicky, but I think it's a daughter now, isn't it? That's the rumour, isn't it? I've not been in Benidorm since 2010. And apparently she was training up her daughter to do that sort of stuff, which is a weird concept to me. We're away. I did that in time with the referee's whistle, so hopefully the clock matches up on the screen. Am I still on the Huel? I do still enjoy the old Huel. Getting the intermittent fasting as well. That's what the big thing is now. I try and not eat between 8 PM and midday. I've got my little app that I time myself on. Jovic concussion. Oh, I didn't realise he got hurt during that goal. Terrible live watch-along skills from me, isn't it? But there we go. So there we go. Cabral is on. Jovic is off. Or Jovic. Not even cereal. Ah. That looked like a handball, but it's not. Goes for an audacious back heel. Oh, that's a bad place to lose the ball. Emerson's lost it. Dodo. Dinked in. Over everybody. Over everybody again. Bonaventura nearly gets the ball. Amrabat, here we go. Fiorentina starting to play a bit more, bit of urgency. Bit more attacking stuff as well. Amrabat again. Come on. Bit of urgency. West Ham have, like they're camping. Literally camped on the edge of the box. Whipped in. Back stick. Kwame can't bring it down. Love a bowl of brown flakes. You only eat them if you can't If you can't, you know what, isn't it? Can't have a Jurgen Plop. Bonaventura out wide. Dodo. Oh, I thought he was going to make a tackle there. Rice has nicked him. Antonio on the tack, but he's on his own. Nobody within the same postcode as him. He's done well there to get a free kick. 125 likes. Thank you for getting us to 100 likes on the stream. If you haven't already, please do give this a like. Give us a subscribe. The last subscription we had was 2 hours ago. Zach Toll or Tolly, however you say it. Sorry for butchering your name if I have done there. And Bart. Bart23318. Thank you for subscribing as well. Give us a subscribe. Give us a like. All that good stuff. All the free stuff you can do to support bollocks like this. Jovic looks a bit sad on the bench, as he would do. Who is the only Italian player to win the Premier League? Got to be Balotelli. I don't think there's any more Italian players. That seems like there would be more. Like Spike, Geordie boy, indeed. Yeah, Balotelli would have won it in 2012. Is he the only Italian? Go on then. Bowen's down. They're appealing. Out wide. Benrahma goes for a shot. Over the bar. He's holding his head. Here we go. Nah, there's nothing in that, is there? I think he's fishing for one, isn't he? Jorginho, Chelsea, did he win? Was he at Chelsea then? Emerson? No. Well, yeah, I know he was at Chelsea. Yeah, when did Jorginho join Chelsea? As West Ham have a corner in a dangerous place. Well defended by them there. They joined in 2018, so yeah, we wouldn't have won a league winners medal with Chelsea. And then Emerson. Because last time Chelsea won the league was 2017, wasn't it? 16, 17? And he joined in 2018, Chelsea. Makeda? Oh yeah, Makeda. Rossi for Man United. I don't know if he would have got one, would he, for appearances? Does he not count? There could be a fight in the chat, but Jack Ball is standing tall. Mario is the only one. There's a Fiorentina player down holding his schneck. His schnoz. There's no in that, is there? Stop diving, for goodness sake. Gianfranco Zola? No. When would he have won a league? Chelsea weren't winning leagues when Zola was there. He left the summer before the money arrived, didn't he? Gianfranco Zola? Give the stream a little share on the Twitter machine. Zuma deals with it, but it's straight to Kwame, who lets it go out. Yeah, Zola was pre-Mourinho. Chelsea were a cup team when Zola was there. Makeda only played 4 times the season they won it. To be fair, Makeda should have been given a winner's medal for that goal against West Ham. Against Aston Villa. Getting me clarets mixed up. Yeah, he's been hard done by there, hasn't he? Share. Copy. That looked like a bad collision there between a guard. Apparently reading there, cheapest ticket for Inter Miami's July the 21st match before signing Messi was $29. And now the cheapest ticket for Inter Miami's match on the 21st of July, after signing Messi, is $467. Inter Miami are disgusting. Put the fans first, you nonsense. I stand by what I said. You can't be putting up ticket prices that much just because you've signed Messi. Cudicini would have been at Chelsea, but again, does that come down to appearances? Because Petr Cech wasn't getting knocked out the Chelsea team then, was it? Yeah, we'll knock that discussion on the head. Excuse me, Jack Ball. Mario Balotelli is the only one. I'm just devastated that Phil Neville's left there. God. Hey, if he was kicking off now, here we go. Yeah, David Beckham, you nonce. Yeah, Palmo Lord. Nonce being a Geordie colloquial word for idiot. Joanne said, I think it's just resell tickets. I mean, this is where have I seen it? Bleacher Report. Their graphic I read out there. So if it's wrong, I do apologise. Cech literally was getting knocked out the team, hence the hat he needed. Well, he didn't. He only got the hat when it was 06-07, wasn't it, when Man United won the league? I keep hearing noises out here. Hello? Anybody here? I'll leave the door open so I can take on the crims if they come in. I'm hard me, you know. I do remember seeing Cech getting injured by Nicky Hunt. It was horrible. And then Cudicini got wiped out in the same game, didn't he? John Terry had to go in nets. Was that the same game? Fiorentina knocking it around the back again. Oh, literally running backwards now with the ball in possession. God, Italian football. You think they'd pull their finger out their arses, wouldn't you? Bring back the 90s, that's what I say. Gaza would never. There have been 38 perfect hat-tricks scored in the Premier League. Wow. Yeah, as I say, I'll put the address in the chat again. If you know any Sporkle quizzes that have got really... that are just really difficult... yeah, you know any really difficult Sporkle quizzes, just send them to that email address. And we'll get a video or two made out of them. We'll try and do some of that there football content. Fiorentina are moaning at the referee now. You just want an open game of football, don't you? Is that too much to ask for on a big occasion like this? It would seem so. Oh, nailed on, John Metcalf. This is definitely going to pens. It's a shame there's not another game being played tonight, because the way my luck goes, if I then turned over to watch that other game, there would be a goal in this game. You're going to be doing watch-alongs for the 2 next season? I imagine there'll be a couple of games, yeah? I doubt I'm going to get a season ticket because of the waiting list. The alleged waiting list that's apparently 7 miles long. Shot from distance, at least it's a shot though. Kwame straight down Areola's throat. Areolas have throats. Quickly, Kevin, will he score? Does a starting 11 quiz where you guess the starting players from famous games? That could be a video, couldn't it? Guessing the starting 11 from famous cup finals when they roll around. Come on, West Ham. Play some football. To be fair to Fiorentina, they are good at being everywhere all the time as Paquetá takes a lovely dive. But he gets a free kick for it. Fair enough. West Ham fans on their phones sat down. It's disgusting. Going all that way for that. Go on then. They're in behind here. Bowen's looking for a handball. He's not getting it. Gotta be one of those, isn't it? Don't know if they're looking at it or not, but hopefully. BBC Sport website quizzes are good. They are checking the penalty. Hopefully it gets given just to liven this bloody game up a bit. Come on. Up the penalties. Here we go. Just give it. Oh, we're getting replays this time. It's thrown in there. Bowen chests it and it clips his hand. That would be very harsh if they give it. Because his hand is in an unnatural position. But it's like less than a yard away and he's... I don't think you can give a pen for that personally. I hope they do though. Because it means that Fiorentina will have to come out a bit more and stop knocking it round the back like they are so much. Go on, just give it. Oh, is he looking at it? Oh my God. I guess it is there. It's like an unnatural position. I'll do that on the screen. It is like there. Unnatural position, but that is harsh. I mean, in the Premier League, when they go to the screen, you know they're changing their mind. You know it's going to be a penalty, but it is going to be different in European football. Who knows? If this was a Premier League game, it's a penalty. That's the way it works in England. If they go to the screen, they're changing their mind. It's harsh if it is a penalty, but I hope it is. Look at that. Off Bowen's chest and then... Goodness me. Slowing it right down. I don't think they should be allowed to slow it down for replays. What's he doing? Pen? Giving it? I tell you what now. I'm not complaining because it's going to liven things up a bit, but bloody hell, that's a harsh penalty. Oh, it's a correct decision by Robbie Savage. Correct decision. Yeah, but I think when they're getting replays like that, I don't think they should be allowed to slow it down as much as they do. You should be able to make the call as real time shows you. If it's a penalty, it's a penalty. If it's not, it's not. You shouldn't be able to slow it down like as slow as they were there. But here we go then. It's a penalty, but for who, Chris Kamara? I don't know. Zuma's got off. Who have they brought on? What's going on? Is he injured? So West Ham's had 13 penalties this season. We're learning they've scored 11. Kera comes on. If you're ahead of me, don't spoil it in the chat. Don't be a knob. Sapunara's coming on. Kwame, who I think's been maybe one of their better outlets so far tonight. You know, he's done in terms of their attack and play, which hasn't been much to it. I'll give you that, but he's been looking more threatening than most, you'd say. But here we go. Who's taking the pen? Ben Rama. Ben Rama stepping up. I'm not looking at the chat in case there's a knobhead in there spoiling things. Moyes is on his haunches. His arsehole must be twitching like a rabbit's nose. Ben Rama runs up. Get in there. 1-0 West Ham. I'm not saying that because I'm a West Ham fan. I'm saying that because I like entertaining games of football. And this has not been one of them so far, but here we go. Goal goes in. We'll liven up a bit. To be fair, I say I'm not a West Ham fan. I really am tonight. I want English teams to win in games like this. Thank you as well. Good point from Emmett there. No one spoiled it in the chat. No knobs here. Up the no-knob chats. Down with the knob-filled chats. But that's not what we've got here, so thank you very much. That is a huge goal. Half an hour to go. How hard did he hit that? I don't think it was out the norm, was it, for a hard pen? Really good pen. Oh, he did smash it. He's hit it like Ronaldo, hasn't he? On the instep. That's all you can want, isn't it? 6 pens for Ben Rama this season, 6 goals. But here we go now, Fiorentina. You can't be taking the ball backwards and then knocking it round the back for 5 minutes and then trying to launch an attack. You've got to go for it now. Half an hour left. You're only here once. YOLO, I think the kids like to say. Up the YOLO. Paquetá's going Raj like Bruno does for Newcastle. Bruno loves that for Newcastle, by the way. Bruno Guimaraes. Makes a big tackle, celebrates with the crowd. Must be a Brazilian thing. Go on, here we go. Now we've got a game of football. Yes, he's been halved. The goal's woken everything up. Jared Bowen could have a broken leg, but who cares? The game's alive. Oh, God, the referee's doing a weird salute. Anyone else see that there? You can't be doing that, referee. Give it one of them. Free kick that way. Not free kick. What he just did there, I'm not going to repeat it. I don't want footage of me doing that out there. Ben Rama out wide again. Go on, whip it in there. Up. Out by Fiorentina. Paquetá on the edge. Plays it back to Rice. Don't lose it there, Declan, you naughty boy. Here we are. Now the tempo has picked up a bit. Ben Rama penalty, Fergus. Stupid chant that though from West Ham, innit? West Ham are massive everywhere they go. They're not though, are they? They're not though. Weird chant. Anyway, it's 1-0. 25 left. He looked offside there, did Bowen. And he was. Did you see the referee for the Champions League final was in trouble for attending a right-wing extremist event? I did not. Oh! Oh! They're in, Fiorentina. Handball at the other end. They're asking for it. We didn't get to see this attack on BT. Looking at bloody West Ham fans for some reason. Will VAR look at this one? They're appealing for it. Well, this commentator saying this one's definitely not a penalty because of the proximity of the two players. For the West Ham penalty, they were literally arm in arm. You couldn't be much closer if you tried. Let's have a look now. Replay is on. Nah, you can't give that. Kerr's arms down by his side. Not an unnatural position. Mandragora gets a yellow card. Interesting stat there, considering how they play football, or how they have played football tonight, Fiorentina. Oh, it's in! 1-1. Bonaventura, I think. That goal came out of nowhere. God, we are going to penalties, aren't we? I'll have to say that again. I was too busy chatting to notice what was going on. Fiorentina fans are going mental. The wonderfully directed volley, though. The Amrabat swings it out wide. Headed back. Touch. Ah, it's a lovely goal. Hit it early so the keeper can't set himself. All that bollocks all the commentators like to say. Pinpoint accuracy. Good goal. The game's alive. Now we go. What a good 5 minutes it's been. What a terrible 60 minutes it was before that. Oh, Moyes is gutted. Ack, no. He probably said. Here we go then. Bonaventura's got 2 and 14. West Ham go along. Now we're playing football. Flicked on by Bowen. Antonio, he wants a corner there, but he doesn't get one. See who West Ham's got on the bench. Who have they got on the bench to make a difference? Fornals, Lanzini, Cornet, Ings. What's happened to Cornet? Any West Ham fans in the chat? Has he been injured this season or what? He looked like a pretty decent player for Burnley. Burnley. Oh, Burnley. "22 minutes left. By the way, my prediction for a 2-1 West Ham win still on. Who says I can't do football predictions? What has he been? They're just double checking the goal going in. Not a VAR, is it? Oh, it's whipped in again. Keeper's ball should be. It is. Let's go West Ham on the counter, hopefully. Tom talks rubbish. Good evening. Thank you for taking a chance on me when I was first getting into the interviewing game. Wouldn't be in the position I am without you and Cultaholic. No problem. Tom, hope everything's going well. Thank you for the monies. Hope you're doing well. Antonio's in. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, now the flag's up. Oh. Lovely little through ball by Paquetá. I mean, if you know, Antonio's very effective, I think, until it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net, isn't he? You got to be saying with the game, you know, minutes ticking down, get Ings on the pitch. He's a much better finisher. Might be the chance, mate. One chance, one goal. Fiorentina are going on the attack now with Gonzalez. He's trying to take on 2 players. Whips it in. Oh, dropped off. Oh, he's put it wide. Mandragora puts it wide from the edge of the box. He's got to be hitting the target there. That's a bad miss, that one. Centre of the goal. He is getting closed down by, I think is it Souček closing him down? Yeah, Souček's there right in front of him, but even still. Oh. Got to be hitting the target from there. Thank you very much, Jordan Raymond. Yeah, if you fancy listening to the Hold and Give Football podcast, episode 3 is now live on YouTube, Acast and Spotify. Still trying to get it on Apple Podcasts, if you're interested in that sort of thing, but it is on Spotify. Proper game now, though. Been a fantastic 10 minutes since the pen went in. That's a foul throw, surely. That would have been a Northeast youth football anyway. You had to literally touch the ball on the back of your head before going like that. On the back of your neck, sorry. Otherwise, it was classed as ungentlemanly conduct, I think it was called. Good man, Jamie McKenna. Fornell's coming on. You'd assume it would be for Ben Rama or Bowen. I don't know who you'd take off out of them two. They've both been good. Bowen's causing a lot of trouble for Fiorentina's defence. Amrabat out wide. Oh no, it's not Amrabat, is it? Beg me pardon. Get me players mixed up. That's such a good goal by Fiorentina, though. Oh, that's a foul on Paquetá. Sorry, I'm just Googling things here. I think Paquetá's probably been West Ham's best player, is he not? Moyes going mad on the touchline. Who's he going to take off for Fornals is the question. Ben Rama's on a yellow card. Socek is lingering back stick. Oh, it's dealt with. Get out, Kufal. Thriker! Foot like a traction engine. Number 22 coming off, that is Ben Rama. That's probably what I would do as well, to be fair. But I'd be getting Ings on. I know Ings has not played too much football all season, but he's a finisher, isn't he? He's the sort of player you want. One-on-one in a cup final. Good evening, Navy. Paquetá is best mates with Bruno Guimaraes. He's one of Bruno's best men. Apparently you have 6 in Brazil. Brazilian tradition. And Joe Linton and Paquetá are 2 of the 6. Sabanara is going for the whip. Right in Kufal's groin. Ranieri's lost the plot. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. West Ham could have launched a counter there. Fiorentina's got a few bodies forward now. Straight to Areola. From Biragi. Could see that becoming a fashion statement after this game, to be fair. That little bandage on the head like that. Doesn't look too bad when it's not white. Nice shade of purple. Flicked on by Socek to Bowen. Go on. Antonio's offside again, I think. He is. Be making the change now, Dave. Come on, Davy Moyes. Ravy Davy. But I guess that's what you get with Antonio that you wouldn't get with Ings, the fact he's tracked back all the way back to right back there. After losing the ball. Nearing the final 10 minutes. This one's going to extra time. If you haven't already, by the way, please like the stream. I want to get 150 by the end of the 90 minutes. 1128 at the minute. Best free way to support bollocks like this. Up the like spike. Agard bringing it forward, but he loses out to Dodo. Is it Dodo or Bonaventura? I can't quite see. Someone's down with cramp for Fiorentina. Logan, I predicted a 2-1 win for West Ham. Don't believe me? Go and ask the chat. We're still in. I put no money on it. I should have put money on it. Up the like spike, indeed. Thank you for your likes. We're on 132. Let's make it to 150 before the end of the game. Every little helps. Good position now for a West Ham throw as Kufal goes mental at the assistant. Oh, just scratched me tattoo there, but I haven't. It was 9-1. Oh, could have made a pretty penny there if they do get a goal. Kufal lobs it in. Go on then. Go on then. Go on, it's blocked on the line. They can't get a cross back in. Someone's been shot in the box, I think. Milenkovic is down. Now wrong with him, of course, but that's the way football is. Oh, God, there is something wrong. I think Antonio backheeled him in the head. He got up very quickly, that then. Haven't seen your tattoo yet, Ross? Go on my Instagram, at Ross on Wrestling. Can't be asked to pull my leg up at this time. It's on the outside of my right calf. Up! Go on then. Antonio's got the ball on halfway. Lost out to... Oh, God, that's Amrabat. Paquetá's at it again. Go on, Paquetá. Your commentary is far better than Robbie Savage. Thank you very much, Andy Springer. Lloyd Williams, it's on my Instagram, at Ross on Wrestling. Go and have a look there. Been there for a while. It's healing now, though. It's getting quite peely. I'm in the peely stage. Who do I want in Newcastle's Champions League group? Milan, one of the Milan clubs. So I can go to the San Siro before it closes. That was odd. Looked like a nothing header from Souček, but then the keeper's at full stretch, making a save. To be fair, it was creeping in. West Ham with a corner now. Whipped in. Oh, no, he's not. Out wide now to Rice. Get a good ball in. Here we go. Back stick. Too much on it. Goes out for a goal kick. How did you find being tattooed, Ross? Got a few, but I hated my leg being done. Had to do it in 4 sittings. It took 3.25 hours, mine did. And to be honest, it was fine. Apart from the last 15 minutes, I was a bit like, oh. It just felt like it was burning. Like someone had a flame on my leg. But when the shading was getting done at the end, I had like a 10-minute break when he was changing over the ink from the black to the colour. I had another 10-minute break when he had to go for a piss. He had to go. Lewis Parkin, very talented tattoo artist. Yeah, but apart from that, it was fine. Because I was a bit nervous. You know, I've had one little tattoo before, but now about three and a quarter hours. And yeah, just the final sort of 15, 20 minutes was a bit Bit eye-watering, but it was fine. Yeah, I've got cocoa butter. I put it on every night before bed. Big switch now from Fiorentina. Biragi. Amrabat looking for the diag. Dealt with by Emerson. Fornals, hospital. Well, not even a hospital pass, just a really bad pass. Excuse me. Fiorentina quite happy to keep the ball. West Ham have got a fair few bodies back, to be fair. Biragi. Milenkovic is now AMR if you're playing Football Manager. Bonaventura. Go on then. Biragi hits it, but it goes 7 miles wide. I've got a ship. Lloyd, that's what my tattoo is. Three or 4 times a day for the first couple of weeks. I was a bit conscious about, because obviously when you rub in the cocoa butter, and like there is a flake or something like sticking out, I'm a bit conscious about pulling stuff out, so I just do it once a day now. I was doing it like 3 or 4 times a day. Like, you know, sort of day 3, 4, 5 after getting it done. But yeah, it takes 3 or 4 weeks to heal, doesn't it? So up the shop. Yeah, that's the reason I got the tattoo, was because of Gallus in NXT. We love the shop pub. Fornals has wasted that one. Come on then, Fiorentina. Let's go on the attack. Gonzalez trying to get past Rice, but he can't do it. Oh, he has got past. Bonaventura. West Ham are fighting like beavers. Up the beavers. Go on, Emerson. Pointless step overs. Lovely stuff. Antonio back to Emerson. That's a foul. He's missed the ball. Good position for a West Ham free kick. Any more planned? Yeah, I'm getting a... After I've been on my holiday... Well, my stag... Not my stag do. On a stag do at Benidorm. Getting an eagle do on my other leg. So I've been to America. That's my rationale for that one. I just like the traditional style. The American traditional style of tattooing. Really like it. That's the style I'm going with. Come on then, West Ham. Declan Rice over the free kick. 4.5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. It's going to go to pens, isn't it? Nailed on. Good ball in from Rice, though, but who knows? Who knows what might happen? Here he goes, whipped in. Dealt with. They are good defensively, Fiorentina. Just get a magpie for obvious reasons. I don't want a Newcastle tattoo. There's a teenage West Ham fan there, clearly off his bonds on some sort of drug. Eyes popping out of his head. Oh, too much on that for Bowen. You get the Cultaholic logo on your left pec and a hold and give logo on your right next. On the right next. Yeah, I'll get them like around my nipples, so that'll be like, you know. What's the best pen I've ever seen? The best pen I've ever seen. Probably this one here. There's Newcastle United on the side of it. Lovely right. Nice light pickup. Nice and substantial in the hand. That's the best pen I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I don't know what the best penalty I've ever seen is. I think I love it. I love any sort of football goal when it gets absolutely twatted and it bounces off the bar and hits the deck and then hits the roof of the net. Black ink, yes. Wonderful black ink. Lovely pen. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Then again, Pirlo against England. I know it was against England, but Pirlo, that sort of pressure. That's obviously one of the standout ones. Try to think. Can't think of one off the top of my head. Dodo on the run now. Sprinklers are on. Switches it. Paquetá's been everywhere this second half. Look at him there. Right back now. He's lost it though, has he? He has. They're in the box. It's out. Amrabat. Woo! Areola saves it. Dyer at the Euros was a good one, yeah. Kane's in Qatar. Was there a pen that Kane scored against Panama? I know it meant nothing, but it was one hell of a pen. Twats in the top corner. Alright then, West Ham. 88.5 minutes played. Get this ball in the box. In the mixer. Anything can happen. I'm surprised he's not brought Ings on. Like, Ings must have an injury, like, while being sat on the bench. We're 6 away from 150 likes, by the way, if you haven't already. Like the stream. Like the stream. Like Spike! In it goes from Kufal. The keeper wants that one. Foul on the keeper, obviously. Modern day football. Too protected these goalkeepers are. Not much in that, is there? David Beckham against Argentina in the 2002 World Cup felt like redemption for him after 1998, yeah. Pochettino was the one who found him. I think he was playing for Paris Saint-Germain then, was he? Go on then! Bowen's in! Is it Bowen? It's in! Go on then! Moyes is on the pitch! Everyone's going mental. Who the hell scored that? Was it Bowen? It is Bowen. 2-1 West Ham. I should have put money on. I want to swear, but I can't. Unbelievable scenes in Prague. Oh, the referee's blown his whistle. What's going on? Fiorentina's manager's going mental. West Ham players are going mental. He's got to... Oh, they're looking at it. Is it Paquetá with a pass? The left-back's playing him on. The left-back's playing him on. West Ham have won the cup. What a finish that is, by the way. Just lifted it off the floor. I tell you what, my man of the match is Paquetá. Moyes on the pitch. I've never seen the like of it. Yeah, the left-back's playing him on for sure. What a time to get a goal. Get in the English teams. Here we go. 180 quid. Piss off, Chris Council. Just in case you missed it. Before the game, Ross says 2-1 West Ham. Doesn't put any money on it. Chris hears it. Chris apparently puts money on it 9-1. 180 quid. You should really be sending that my way. Really, Chris, if you think about it. Get in there, West Ham. 5 minutes added on. There's going to be more than that. Because of the celebrations, you would think. Can West Ham keep it tight at the back? Which they did not do after they scored the keeper. After they scored the penalty. Oh! Kufal with a bad fall there. That's a foul, referee. Can you believe this, eh? According to Charitable, the Hold and Give podcast is currently the 56th most popular soccer podcast in the UK. Thank you very much. The only way is up. I guess it's not bad for 3 episodes in. Exactly, Lloyd. Chris should be sending me some money for that, for goodness sakes. We're on 156 likes, by the way, so thank you very much. 2.5 minutes to go in stoppage time. Why didn't I put money on? I never bet on football these days. I went through a horrible spell. I had a horrible season. Must have been the 12-13 season. Maybe the 13-14 season when I was at uni. And I didn't win a single bet. And since then, I've not really done football betting. Should have put my money where my mouth was tonight, though. Nightmare. Ogbonna's coming on. Who's going off? Antonio's going off for Ogbonna. We're shutting up shop now. David Moyes is saying that's enough now. That's enough. Close the doors. Park the bus. I can't do a Scottish accent. Thank you very much, Fergus. It's good as well because the podcast is on YouTube as well in full, which I assume a lot of podcasts don't do. If I do a super chat, do you get? You don't have to, Chris. I'm just pulling your pisser. Enjoy your money. Up. There we go. West Ham deal with it. And again. Come on. I wonder how much more extra time they're going to add on for the celebrations. Because the celebrations went on into the 92nd minute, didn't they not? 91 minutes something when they started kicking off again. In the box again. Dealt with. Bowen, can he bring it down? No, he can't. Hoofed forward by Paquetá. That's my man of the match. Let me know who your man of the match is. Bowen's got to be up there as well. Look at that running. That endeavour. After 94 minutes. I think Rice goes to Arsenal. Xhaka's replacement. Bonaventura to Dodo. What are they doing, Fiorentina? Just get the ball in the box. Pissing around with it here. Out wide now. Get it whipped in. What are you waiting for? Corner. Throw in. Paquetá says Stephen for man of the match. I think Paquetá's man of the match. He's been everywhere in the second half especially. Whipped in the box. Knocked down. Out by Fornals. There's got to be another minute or so at least, you'd think. Just because of the celebrations for Bowen's goal. Paquetá wants a handball, he's not getting it. Flicked on. That should be it. Down the line. Oh, well in. I don't know why I'm celebrating so much. Up the West Ham. I just like seeing English teams do well. Chris Council. As I live and breathe, thank you very much. Do appreciate that. Can't not have somebody says, nice one, but. Nicky Butt? No, thank you very much, Chris. I really do appreciate that. You didn't have to. Enjoy your winnings, though. Moved forward by Emerson. We're into the 97th minute. It's a foul by Amrabat. That should be full time. David Moyes looks like he's about to have a heart attack here. He's as white as a ghost. Thank you very much, Chris. Very much appreciated. That's got to be full time, surely, with that foul there. Knock it in the corner. Knock it in the corner. That's all you have to do, West Ham. All you have to do. What are they doing? No one wants to take the free kick. We're nearing 98 minutes. Or 98th minute, I should say. They're going forwards. They've given it straight back to Fiorentina. Could that be costly? One more attack maybe for Fiorentina. Oof. Referee still not blowing. Jared blowing. Blowing the whistle. He's still not Jared blowing. Hoof it forward again, goalkeeper. Here we go. Jesus Christ, what's going on, referee? Emerson's there again. He's been solid as houses tonight as well. Ooh, Fornals. Free kick to Fiorentina. Who took that West Ham free kick? Woo-hoo! Into the box it goes. Terracciano wants to come up. He's got to let him go up. This is it. Once this free kick's out the way, the game's over. Who took that free kick for West Ham? Kicking it straight back to the goalkeeper. Keeper's up. Here we go. Areola's missed it, but it's gone out. That should be it. Oh, they're fighting now. Gonzalez is scrapping. West Ham have won. Game over. Fair lip and play. I know he swore there. Fair play to West Ham. Boring game in the first half, but after that penalty went in, very, very entertaining game. Always good to see an English team win. Fair play to Dave Moyes as well. I think they should keep him on after this. How can you sack... I know they weren't very good in the league, but, you know, they've won a European Cup now. No matter what you say about it, it is a proper European Cup. Moyes is going mad. I've never seen this before from the man. Moyes is bad. Someone needs to tell Moyes to calm down here. You can't be moving and shaking like this at 60 years of age. Well, there we have it. I don't know why I'm so happy. I don't even like West Ham. Right, I'll wrap things up there. Hope you enjoy the presentation. Declan Rice has nicked a child off somebody. Right, thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to bugger off now and don't know what I'm going to do. Something. That is a good way for Declan Rice to bring down his West Ham career, you would think. Going mad with that kid on his shoulders. I don't even think that's his kid. It can't be, can it? Must be a nephew. When's the next stream? No idea. Not for the Champions League at the week. Oh, I need to cancel that. Cancel the timer. Getting a bit distracted there. I'll not be streaming the Champions League because I'll be going out to the pub. So I don't know when it'll be. We'll have a look at some of the bigger pre-season friendlies. Obviously, videos will be coming on the channel, so keep your eyes out for them. There's a tier list on there me and Owen did about the Premier League managers of 22-23. That is a Cultaholic Wrestling podcast there. The Hold and Give Football podcast is on there. Thank you very much to Chris as well for donating some of your winnings. Very much appreciated. Thank you to Tom Talks Rubbish as well. Thank you for everyone for watching. Like Spike before we go. We're on 164. Let's hit 180. Why not if we can't? If we can. So yeah, West Ham, European champions in a way. So fair play to them. Very, very happy for them. Up the English teams. Keep your eyes on the channel for more content coming. I've been Ross. Thank you for watching. Give us a like if you haven't already. And I'll see you very soon indeed. Toodle pip, everybody.